In today's class, I will discuss about the installation of Kali Linux in the VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox Manager. The first step is you create a virtual machine, new, okay. Then Linux, then other Linux 64-bit. Give a name, new Kali 2021. Okay, so uh, please you check your machine whether you have enough memory. Whether your system is 64-bit or 32-bit. So you can go to control panel. In the control panel, you can check the system. Okay, in the system, you can check whether your system is 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay, mine is 64-bit system, and also I have 16 GB RAM space. Okay, so I have enough RAM, and also my system is 64-bit. Hence, I have selected this 64-bit option. And also, you have to download the 64-bit ISO file from the Kali website. Kali download. Okay, so when you go to the Kali download portal, okay, you have many options. Bare metal, virtual machines, mobile, containers, cloud, ARM, etc. etc. Okay, suppose you don't want to do any installation, you directly want to use the Kali, then this option you can go. So when you go this option virtual machine, you have two types. One is VMware compatible virtual machine or VirtualBox compatible one. Okay, and also you have 32-bit or 64-bit. And already I have told you, you check your system whether your system is 64-bit compatible or not. If your system is quite old, and even though your system is 64, but if it is a little older system, then you can go for 32-bit, no problem. Okay, so then you can click this one for download to begin. Okay, and there is another option, torrent option is also there. So if you have the download manager, torrent download manager, then you can use this option. Otherwise, you can click this. Okay, so this is readily. You need not do any installation. Once you download this VirtualBox, you will have the file like this. You will have the readily executable virtual machine files like this. Okay, just double click, automatically it would come to the VirtualBox manager, and then just click start. You can execute, you can start the execution. So this is one option. If you don't want that option, then you can go for this bare metal. Okay, bare metal. So in that bare metal, once again you have uh, okay, so you have these options, weekly installer or net installer. So you go for the installer option, and again here you have 32-bit or 64-bit or Apple system. Okay, so please just you can go to the select the 64-bit if your system is 64-bit compatible, and then you can select this option. Okay, so once you do this, what you get is ISO file. Okay, you download ISO file like this. So you would get the file like this, ISO file. Okay, right click, properties. If you go, it's ISO file. Okay, so you would get the file like this. So just go here, installer, then click this option. Okay, so you have three options. First of all, you have to decide whether your system is 32-bit or 64-bit, and whether 32 or 64-bit. Then you have once again three more options. In that, you can select the installer. Clear? Okay, so once you do that, you would get the ISO file. Save that ISO file in your system. Then create the virtual machine new, give the name of the virtual machine. Then this is the location. I did not disturb the location. I have selected the default option. Then go for what type of operating system you are going to do. Then whether it's 64-bit or 32-bit. Okay, and next, then you have to allocate the RAM space, virtual RAM space. My system RAM space is around 16 GB, so I have enough RAM space. So I go for 4000 GB, approximately 4000 MB. I mean 4 GB approximately, not exactly. If you have limited RAM space, so if your system is old, might be you have around 4 GB RAM. In that situation, don't give 4 GB. Don't select 4 GB. Then you can go for around 1000 MB like that. Understand? So it depends on how much RAM space you have. Clear? It will show here. Okay, so from that I select 4000 for this virtual machine. Next. I select the default one. Here also I select the default one. Then virtual hard disk space. I go for 20 GB, but check how much disk space you have in your system. For example, C colon, I have 108 GB free. So in that 108 GB, I allocate 20 GB for this virtual machine. Understand? Then create. Then I click the settings, storage, then empty. Then I click this. Uh, I choose the optical drive. Then I go to the choose your disk file, and then I go to the exact location in my F colon. I have under software folder. I have this Kali 2021 latest version, which I downloaded from this portal. Understand? So that I have in this particular location. So I select that file. Now it has been attached here. I click OK. Then I click start. Graphical install. So it showed many options in the menu. I selected the default, the first one, graphical install. Then English default one, select. Then select your location. Okay, so select your location. It is not showing Oman. So what you do, you go to other, then continue, Asia, continue, and then in this you just press Oman will come. Then select Oman, continue, and this one you can select the default one, United States. This one, okay. Okay, local settings. You can select this one. Key map to use American English. So now it is asking the host name. Okay, so you can leave the host name as Kali, or if you want, you can give some name. Okay, so hacker, I give some name, or you can leave the default one Kali. Domain name you can leave it empty. So you have to give some username here. Okay, so I give like Shimas. So you give the default password. I give 123. Okay, I don't give any complex password because this is simple virtual machine installation. So I give this password. So here you have two options: guided user entire disk or manual. I show both. So when you select use entire disk option, what happens? The entire disk would be utilized for the operating system installation, and some amount of space would be allocated for the swap partition. If you want to do it manually, okay, so you have to go this way. Manually, then you have to select the disk. Okay, so you have to create new empty partition like this. So as far as the security students are concerned, I don't want you to focus on this. So what I prefer is so students, when you get this option in the beginning, okay, so don't go to the manual option. So what you do is uh, click the configure the clock here. Sorry, detect the disks. So guided partitioning, select. Here you click the entire disk, this option. So in the beginning you will get this option, you select this option. Okay, finish partitioning and write changes to disk. So here you can see automatically there are two partitions created. One is primary partition where the operating system file would be installed, and the second one is for the swap partition. Understand? So now finish partitioning and write changes to disk. So if you have still doubt, let me go back and and actually here this place. Let us continue from here. You can go back at any moment. Okay, so here you select the guided partitioning. You use entire disk, this option. Okay, don't go for manual, it will go complicated. Might be complicated to you. Go to the use entire disk option. Then automatically the disk is selected. All files in one partition, recommended for new users. Continue. And already the two partitions are created. Then finish the partitioning and write changes to disk. Automatically it is selected. So continue. Write the changes to the disk. Yes. It will take some time. Till then I pause this video. So here software selection. So just leave the default one. In case we need any additional softwares, we can install later. Okay, so just leave the default one. It will take some time. So till then I pause the video. After around 10 or 15 minutes, the installation almost over. The final thing what it has to do is installation of bootloader, Grub bootloader. So it is asking the option install the Grub loader to your primary drive. So you have to select yes and then continue. Okay, then again I come back. Install the Grub bootloader to your primary drive. Yes. Select the drive and continue. So now the installation is complete. Okay, just click the continue button. It's restarting. Enter the username, what name you give, password. You can switch to a full screen mode like this. Okay, so view full screen mode like this. So you can work in the virtual machine as if you are working in the host machine. When you want to minimize, just click here, minimize. Yeah. Okay. So this is the terminal. You can update the software sudo apt get update. Enter the password, your password. So it would take some time to update the software. Let us wait for that to happen. So already the update has completed. Then I want to execute one more command sudo apt get upgrade. Okay, so wherever it asks your option yes or no, click yes. So finally the upgrade also over. So you can reboot the system and start using it now. Okay, so with this the Kali installation is over. Thank you.